Dublin.
What is that?
Look!
So, are we doing this?
We'd be mad not to.
Achtung.
Aaron of U2 Songs, how are you, man?
Good. How are you?
Oh, so first of all, emergency U2 podcast. But first of all, wanted to thank you, Aaron, just because you've become the Google of U2 world, of U2 fandom. You've become the most trusted source online, and just thank you for keeping us up to date with everything, man.
Thank you for that. We've been working at it for 27 years now, so
Absolutely.
it's been fun.
So for my audience that doesn't know, Aaron runs a website called U2 Songs, which used to be called U2 Wanderer. I think right now is the prestige U2 website online. And with everything that's going on, which we're going to talk about right now, Aaron's been at the forefront of it, and we are very certainly grateful for his time and his efforts. So thanks again, Aaron.
Thank you.
So, okay. So, I mean, let's start with, the big bomb, I guess, where, last night, Super Bowl. Tell us a little bit what happened, Aaron. And most of my audience are not like huge U2 fans like you and me. They're more at the basic level. But what happened at the Super Bowl last night?
Ahead of the Super Bowl, U2 was teasing that they would have a commercial during the game. And fans tuned in and waited for a very long time. They used a new version of One in a part of the Super Bowl, part of an award ceremony. Then right at the end of the game, there was a brief 15-second commercial where we see U2 in a desert and some UFOs floating across the sky. And they announced that they are opening a new venue in Las Vegas, the MSG Sphere, which is opening this fall, and they're going to do a Las Vegas residency.
Yeah, so there's a lot to unpack there, Aaron. And first of all, I mean, scouring through the headlines this morning, the big news, in addition to the residency, is that Larry Mullen, the founding member of U2, is not going to be playing, right? Is this accurate?
He is not going to be at these shows in a role of drummer. They've clarified that, and it's due to an injury that he's having surgery for.
How's the U2 fan community taking this, the absence of Larry?
Out of control.
How so?
There's a wide range of emotions, everything from it's not U2 to everybody needs to go and support the band, and everything in between. It's quite interesting to see. A lot of people seem hurt by the news. Some people are quite excited. The band announced they're going to play Achtung Baby, which is one of their biggest albums and one of their albums that everybody has always asked to hear live. So
right,
you've got some bad news, some good news. Vegas, we're getting a lot of reaction to that, positive and negative. So quite a range.
How do you feel as a fan, Aaron? Because you are also like a mega fan. You've never seen U2 without Larry. How do you feel personally?
I understand. Larry needs surgery. He needs to take some time off. He can't be there. The rest want to go out and do something. It's been 5 years now since they performed in concert together. So I can understand wanting to go out, getting that itch to go out and make a living again. But at the same time, I don't like that they're using the name U2 with one of them not there. That's the
Interesting.
part that kind of stuck with me, is I would have liked to have seen them find a different name to hang on the whole thing.
Absolutely, Aaron. I'm sure a lot of people. Have you noticed a lot of enthusiasm for the tour announcement? What's the questions for tickets and all that stuff?
I think everybody's wondering what exactly is going on. That 15-second teaser, there were no dates, there was no ticket information, very little. The press release afterwards focused more on the fact that Larry would not be playing. They have revealed that they're doing verified fan, and you'll have to get verified to take part.
God.
Yeah, that was my reaction as well. Anybody who went through U2's 2018 ticket sales in North America will remember how poorly verified fan worked for a lot of people. The positive, the fan club, u2.com, have announced that there will be a pre-sale ahead of verified fan kicking in. So you won't need to be verified to be part of the fan club membership or fan club pre-sale. So that should help and should improve what it was over 5 years ago.
Yeah, totally, Aaron. I have to say, as a longtime subscriber, like I'm sure you are as well, it seems to be like said between the lines that there is no seniority amongst U2.com subscribers. I noticed that people haven't really mentioned that. Do you take it the same way?
There's still somewhat of a seniority. It depends on when you have last subscribed. Anybody who subscribed before the announcement yesterday is probably going to get access to tickets ahead of anybody who subscribes today and going forward.
Right.
So
But there's none of that wires. And for my audience that doesn't know, there used to be like I guess like Pearl Jam did. Like if you were like years subscribing, there were like tiers among even the subscriptions. That seems to be gone, right?
10 years, 5 years, 2 months doesn't seem to matter. It seems to be whether or not you subscribed before the announcement these days.
Amazing. So Andrew Leahey here is joining us. Let's see if he's Andrew, are you live? Let's see. Andrew, are you live? Do we have you? Let's see. Andrew Leahey.
I'm so sorry, guys.
There he is. So Andrew, we are so to make a quick introduction, Aaron, Andrew Leahey is a cornerstone of the Nashville music community, renowned singer-songwriter, hardcore U2 fan, and he's giddy about the announcement here. And Aaron, Andrew, he runs U2 Songs, which is one of the I think the most important website right now online for U2 as far as news and rumors go. So just getting into the nitty gritty here. Glad to have you on board, man.
I've used that website for a long time. So I'm really impressed by that, man. It's good to meet you, Aaron.
Nice to meet you as well.
I apologize for the like delay. I was like talking to my tree guy, and tree guys are hard to hurry up apparently. Now I know. But yeah, I didn't mean to keep you guys waiting. I apologize again for that.
Oh, no, all good, man. So we were just talking, interestingly, that there's a lot of shock in the YouTube community about no Larry, Andrew.
I understand that. I'd be curious what you guys think. I mean, I think also, when a band hasn't toured, or, when that specific band hasn't toured in a couple of years, maybe the audience is more apt to forgive a missing bandmate, but it's a lot to forgive, especially when you have a band that's had stable lineup for as long as U2 has, that's a long time, multiple decades. And there was like was it 1 gig or 2 gigs where Adam was out in the wake of his like Achtung Baby XS and his like a bass tech was in or something. But those are the only gigs I can think of where it was U2 minus a member.
Bono missed a gig in 2014 or 2015 when he had his accident. And he played with Chris Martin and Bruce Springsteen and a couple of other artists instead.
I didn't realize that.
I think it was actually called U2 -1. So
yeah. Not having Larry, I mean, it's I don't know, it's interesting because I'll probably make a lot of enemies by saying this. I mean, if you had to take out if you had to take out one band member and make the least amount of issues, maybe it would be Larry. You can't have U2 without the Edge. I mean, I don't think you can have U2, properly without any of them, but maybe the least intrusive, even though it would be intrusive as hell, is Larry's absence.
Larry's my favorite, so you're picking a battle here.
No, I mean he's amazing, and the drum. I can't imagine somebody coming in with Sunday drums and it not being him. Although clearly that song has been covered a million times. And they're losing their good-looking one too. You just have like Bono, who looks like an old Irish clergyman these days. Where is like Larry's hot scowl gonna be? It's gonna be like at home in the recovery bed or whatnot. What operation is he getting done? Do you all know?
He's having something done to his elbow, his shoulder, and part of his arm, from what he said in some comments. So it's he claimed parts are falling off.
Yeah.
I mean, when everything happened with Taylor Hawkins earlier last year, there was that really contentious article that came out in Rolling Stone, and whether or not it's up to each of us, what we believe and what we want to take away from that article. But points that I thought were inarguable were about the wear and tear on a drummer's body that happens after decades. You play guitar, so I'm a guitarist by trade. I'll have some hand issues, padding in my right, thumb hurts, but that isn't anything compared to drumming for years and the wear and tear on your back, on your shoulders, on your neck. So I imagine that he has, that Larry has more issues there than Adam or the Edge or Bono. So, I wonder, I'm sure there was some kind of conversation where they were like, we can go to the Sphere. And he was like, I have a broken body. And they were like, yeah, but it's the Sphere. And he was just like, what do you want me to do? I'm sure there's something like that happened.
Yeah, I think something exactly like that probably happened.
Oh my God. And it speaks, I mean, such a weird situation, Aaron, Andrew, that, we're here announcing that they're going to play Achtung Baby in this state-of-the-art futuristic arena, and we're talking about Larry. That's, that we can't hide from that fact. It's crazy.
It is. And part of me wishes that they, if you're not going to have Larry, maybe say, Flood is going to be involved somehow, or Brian Eno is going to be involved somehow. I think there's a way to enhance the Achtung Baby-ness of it. And maybe not distract from the fact that Larry isn't there, but give the audience a thing they wouldn't normally have. Also, who is Bram Vanderberg? I tried to Google him yesterday and I didn't come up with anything.
He's a Dutch drummer. He's been part of a band there. He's actually taking a leave of absence from his own band to join U2.
We hope so.
Their tour is being canceled. So he's been around for a while. People have been checking out some of his music online and have said good things. I haven't myself. So we shall see.
I'm sure he's good. Yeah.
I mean, part of me was one, I wonder if he can harmonize. I wonder if there's another element that he can bring to the table to try and offset, again, the fact that he is filling in for an irreplaceable member of the band.
Aaron, switching gears here a second, what do we know? You're plugged in and you're right 99.98% of the time. What do we know about start date for this residency as far as dates are concerned? Maybe ticket pre-sales. What do you know, or what do you prognosticate?
The people behind the MSG Sphere, they announced on Friday that the venue would open in September. U2 obviously is going to be the first act according to everything that's been said to date. So it's got to be right around the month of September. I keep getting stories that it's going to be towards the end of the month, maybe into October, but it's right around that time frame. Band is supposed to be playing 10 or 12 concerts, and it's supposedly, based on some of the rumors out there, 2 concerts every couple of weeks.
Okay. All right.
So it should stretch for 12 weeks maybe. So I would say September through December.
Okay.
Got it.
So
and I
so
haven't.
it's not gonna. Go ahead, Andrew.
Well, just I I don't know if you guys are fans of the podcast Smartless. It's one of the podcasts I listen to every week. Bono was a guest a couple weeks ago and kind of inadvertently confirmed like their plans to do this in Las Vegas. But I really haven't seen any specs, any blueprints. I don't know if those are out yet. I'm interested in like the spherical nature of the show. In my mind, I'm like, is this some kind of like IMAX concert experience? Are they going to have like projections on the ceiling? Is Bono going to like descend in a circular arc? I'm just, I'm interested in how they're going to use that space and what that space even is.
Do you want a few of those spoilers?
Yeah.
Yes, that's why we're here. Let's go.
It's a sphere on the outside and on the inside. And one side of that sphere inside is going to be seating. There's 7 levels in the building itself. One of those is a basement level, so underneath the main stage. That's where the VIP club and the artists' ready rooms and stuff like that are going to be. The concourse area for food and snacks and all of that is going to be underneath the seats, which are angled quite a ways up. And then you've got 8 levels of seating. So it's going to be high. You're going to be looking at a round ball, and there is LED screens that cover the walls, the roof, everything right around you. They have wind, they have scent, they have haptic touch, which will, if they want to put a sound effect that you feel at your feet, you're going to feel it at your feet. If they want to feel it in the arms of the chair, you'll feel it in the arms of the chair. So it's going to be quite the experience. You're going to be looking all around. You're going to be in the experience. It's going to be 360 degrees, up, down, to both sides.
Probably a little too soon to ask, Aaron, but my fandom just can't help myself, so apologies. Do you know anything if you can remove some seats and have GA or anything, any inclination, any information about that at all?
Originally, there was talk that it would all be seated. The most recent update that was shared with the news is they can go up to 20,000 people with a GA area. So there might be room for some general admission. Doesn't mean they're going to use it, but there is an option there.
Lovely.
U2 is actually in a unique position because they're the first ones going in there. They've had access to the building for some time, and they've been able to incorporate some of the staging and stuff right into the design of the building. So should be interesting, because U2 don't do anything halfway when it comes to these live extravaganzas. So
they sure don't.
And speaking of possibly doing things halfway or not doing things halfway, I did catch the commercial yesterday. Jamie gave me a lot of heads up about it, so I'm glad that I was watching for it. You see the Edge and Bono, and they're like, "Are we doing this?" Like, we'd be mad not to. And then you see like the 4 of them walking away into a sandstorm or whatever. But I couldn't tell if Larry was actually one of those people or not. Like, I'm hoping he was. I'm hoping like they didn't just get like like a son, a person who looked like Larry, like from the back, to be the actor. Like, were you guys wondering that as well when you watched it?
I kind of know who was in the video. I'm not supposed to, so I'll be quiet on what I say here, but I don't think any of the band were in that video.
So this is connected to that filming in Colombia, Aaron. I'm putting it 2 and 2 together.
Yep.
Okay. So Andrew, I don't know if you know about this. Like, I guess there was like a secret like film shoot in like a desert in northern Colombia, South America, like, I don't know, like a month ago or something. I wonder if it's just related. I think it was. I don't know.
That being said, it was certainly the Edge and Bono's voices that we heard. So they at least overdubbed if it's not them in the video itself. But go back and have a look and see for yourself if you think it's them.
Amazing.
Interesting.
Well,
will.
Aaron, I know you're a busy guy, Aaron, and Andrew as well. So let me leave you guys with this, Aaron. There seems to be like a last minute like rebranding, right? I thought there was gonna be a Songs of Us Surrender, which is the covers album theme to it. Was that just like a last minute switcheroo, or can we expect some tie-in into that?
I can't imagine them not wanting to tie into the last album they released. I expect they'll do an acoustic set of some form. A lot of the Achtung Baby songs are on Songs of Surrender, so they could do a new arrangement here or there as well to suit the song.
Amazing.
I
So
know.
go ahead.
I know some fans would be upset to see differences from what they want, but some of these new versions sound interesting to the ear. I've listened to a few of them via Bono's audiobook, and the Lounge Lizard Fly mix that I keep hearing is one of my favorite snippets I've heard. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they actually did do with some of those songs.
Yeah, agreed, Aaron. All right, so let us leave it with this. I think we were talking about it when Andrew jumped in here. So just to clarify it, ticket pre-sale, do we know anything about this date, prices, red zone, no red zone? Just tie it together, Aaron, and we'll wrap it up.
U2.com, they have recently pushed out the new subscriber offer. Just last night, they removed the old pre-sale codes for Bono's solo tour. So they're getting ready for something. And I was told all along that it wouldn't be long after the Super Bowl ad, and it could possibly be the same week. So we'll see. They haven't announced anything yet, but
amazing.
I think it'll be soon.
Awesome. Well, Aaron of U2 Songs, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your expertise. Thanks for what you do for the community. And Andrew Leahey, thank you for being the kick-ass U2 fan in residence.
And the late musician, I apologize again. Aaron, I'm looking forward to hopefully meeting you in Las Vegas on one of those dates.
Sounds good. I plan on going. I think it's going to be the most entertaining thing I'm going to see all year. And I have Madonna tickets.
Dish.
Awesome.
Shots fired.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.